Hello my friends and welcome back. It is episode 2. And I went away and I read the manual. More specifically, because obviously it's a 500-page manual, I did not read the whole manual. More specifically, I read the tutorial for this particular scenario. And I have a lot to say here. I have to make another save game folder for it. For some reason. I have a lot to say. Because as far as tutorials go, it feels to me like it actually it really fails to set out to do what it sets out to do. Okay, so here's the first turn, and here is what you're supposed to do. We're supposed to take these 2 units. Well, complete the air phase first. We'll just stick with the default air phase. Just wait for the default air phase to complete. Okay. So you're supposed to take these 2 units. Bring them in behind the enemy. Which I actually did a similar move when I played. I think these units are frozen, or some of them are. Hang on. Select. There we go. Is it frozen? Yeah, frozen for 1 turn. And then you are supposed to bring... one of these is mobile. That's not that one. There we go. Bring this unit in here. Then, use these 2 units. Plus these. Now you see here, I think one of these is not usable, but I'm not sure which one it is. Men. What's this one? Alright, let's turn this one off. This should be... I think you need to make... Yeah, this is the move you need to make. Except it's not letting me make it. Okay, it's... Hang on. God, this is clunky. Right. You're meant to attack with these. I just think that you can also attack with one of these, yeah. And take one of these off. Stop just randomly selecting stuff. Maddening. Okay. Not this. Not this. Oh my god. Alright. Unselect. I want to attack this. So I want these. Plus... this. Oh, okay. When you use shift, it's actually selecting all the units together. Okay, right, fine. I get it. I should be able to attack with one of these. I just... Hang on. Not that one. They're both out of movement. Okay, alright, never mind. Fine. We'll hit with these and this. It should be enough. Okay. Everything but ninth guards, shall we say? No. 5th rifle. Everything but 5th rifle. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the defending forces held. So the strategy has now not worked. And I don't think I can try again. I had to include the extra unit that I didn't use. See, now the issue is I don't have a spare unit to take the hole. That's the reason why you hold a unit back. Is to fill this hole with a unit. This unit cannot move here. this unit only moved once, but it doesn't have enough movement points left at 112 to actually get in this tile. So now the real question is, can we actually execute the tutorial? Move our Air Force to the front line base. Let's see if we can still... See, the tutorial has gone wrong already. Because you're supposed to attack here. You're supposed to win that engagement and then move the one unit that you didn't use to attack into this hole. Which is now not something that I can do. So now I think the AI will just move into that gap. But you can see, so once you have the enemy surrounded, you're supposed to then attack the encircled unit, which is this is an incredibly powerful unit. Even with your whole army attacking from all directions, you can still lose the fight. And the tutorial does not even give you any suggestions as to how to recover if the fights that you're supposed to win don't go your way, which is crazy. See there, I wouldn't have even held it anyway. Because those two units are supposed to survive there, which they have not. Message level. You can. Something else I learned from the manual is that you can change the message level, which actually gives you vital information. The tutorial tells you that the first thing you should do is set the message level to 2, so you can see what's going on in the battles. Like, if that's the case, why not just put that on by default? Okay, so now these units are now stuck behind enemy lines. Right, let's get the air phase out of the way. Right, let's see if I can re-establish this surround. Okay, looks like these are not usable. Defender CV 0.03. Okay, 1 unit should actually be enough. Okay, so now I've got this incredibly potent unit surrounded. And look at how potent it is. Their CV here is 87.4. That means that you could use your entire army here. And it would not even scratch it. Now, the tutorial wants you in this position at the start of this turn rather than the middle of it. But hey. And now we just starve them out. Okay. This town I don't think is actually, like, in great condition. There are some useful displays actually here. So we can see morale, which is not great for me, but it's okay for them. So you can see here that these units are not fully supplied, but these ones are for now. Just unselect this. Okay. Yeah, so now that this is surrounded, you're supposed to gangster it down. Because they basically, in the tutorial, the idea was that this unit is so powerful that the only way to beat it is to surround it. And I guess the idea was that they're trying to drill the idea into you that you need to surround powerful units rather than smashing into them. But I mean, there was nothing wrong, particularly with the move that I made on my first go with this game, which was to move some units behind into the obvious gap and then attack from all different directions. It's just that it's not going to work because this unit has been overpowered to the point of comedy. So it's not actually easy to do anything to it. These guys could actually slam this. That's snipers, isn't it? This I'm not 100% au fait with my NATO counters, but this little pyramid at the bottom is usually like pathfinders or snipers or something along those lines. I wish you could bring up unit details for the enemy unit. One-third mountain division. Oh, it's mountaineers. Well, pathfinders and mountaineers are sometimes the same things. Depends on the military. People who go through rough terrain, basically, to find routes. Which mountaineers also do the same. They can do the similar role in certain militaries. These are ski divisions, which makes sense for Russia. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can realistically do here. Just gotta starve the city, then slam it. But there's no guarantee that you'll actually win this battle. You'll win this fight. And the thing is, once you lose a fight, your morale and such is damaged in such a way that it takes many turns to recover, which you don't have. So it's very easy to lose this tutorial, which is the opposite of what a tutorial should be. A tutorial should be so easy that someone in a coma should be able to beat it and have picked up some lessons from it, learnt something. The tutorial instructions in the manual, which really should be in the game, you know, as a series of pop-ups at the worst. They don't touch on the air side at all. They just want you to leave the air support as it is. The only thing that the tutorial mentions is rebasing the aircraft to the closer airfield to improve their efficiency, which I've done, and to move your HQ forward so that it's better able to command. Axis, move isolated units. Looks like they're consolidating here. Now, hopefully, the fact that it is a super massive army in that city means that it will starve that much faster. I don't know how much damage a unit takes because it's been isolated. Friendly losses 2,000. I think units that are near each other are constantly damaging each other as well. Okay. That's the partisans again. Not sure there's anything I particularly... I think I'll just leave the air as it is, because I don't know much about it, so... This railway line here is, I'm going to presume it's red because it's damaged or just not operating efficiently. Okay, nothing happened, as it were. Okay, those units are tough. Right, so let's have a look at this thing again. So these units here are stuck in my encirclement. Looks like a lot of my units have taken morale damage despite the fact that nothing's happened. I guess because there's a blizzard going on. No one's happy in a blizzard. Okay. They still seem to be fully supplied. Of course, the tutorial just tells you to attack. So, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, how am I going to win that? Attacker CV 53, Defender CV 97.1. Now, I wish it was just obvious to me how long their supplies are going to last. Freight 1,810. What does that realistically mean? This attack will not work. There is no way. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long they'll last. There's no seemingly no easy way for me to know how long it will take them to starve. But the tutorial actually wanted you to just attack them, and you should have won. There's an opportunity for a cheap win here, which I will take. Same here.
freight 1800. Build new unit menu. Okay, that's nice. I don't know, 5. I'm going to suggest that you can't actually build any new units here. Okay. I just managed to build them. Does that really work? Could I just build as much as I want? If they re-establish a supply line with that city, then this is not going to work. Okay, just waiting for the turn to calculate. Sort of looks like they're pulling back here. And then no. Okay. These are the things that are expected to turn up on time. These have arrived. These are on the way. Alright, well. The super fortified army that should have died on turn 1, according to the tutorial, is still there. Let's see if it's been sufficiently weakened. These extra units that have arrived. I do not see them. Let's see. I can assign a support units to these. Oh, does that actually... You know what? I've got no idea. I still can't take these guys. Well, their freight is down to 1,000 from 1,800. So. But there's only 10 turns. So they're not going to starve in time. The tutorial did not mention anything about assigning support to units either. I guess the only thing I can do is just go for it. They held. As expected, really. So as far as tutorials goes, this is like one of the worst... No, this is the worst tutorial I've ever experienced in a game, ever. There's about 3 or 4 pages in the manual devoted to this tutorial, which tells you which moves to make.
And those moves are not guaranteed to actually win the tutorial. This is how you do it some of the time, is not how a tutorial is supposed to work. And now, I should have just sat there and starved it out. But I'm feeling the time pressure because there's only 10 turns. And I was supposed to have taken this city and made all the people in it surrender on turn 1. Maybe the issue is that I've got the game on challenging, but the tutorial should always work no matter what difficulty it's on. The tutorial exists to tell you exactly what to do to win in a given situation, so you can then learn those skills and take those skills with you into the game. Not here's a general strategy that may win you the mission. Good luck. It's not how a tutorial is supposed to work. It's not how a tutorial is supposed to be. Super obtuse. Okay, some more losses were taken. Alright, extra units have arrived. Flame Tank Battalion. It's here, apparently. Okay. Let's just let the air directives go. Okay, the defender is still
has a strong position. And plenty of ammo, so it would seem. Okay, so I still have them completely surrounded. But they are still holding. The freight is down to 517. I think this is the attack value, combat value. So these units are basically, they're already ruined. Okay. You'd think you would design the mission at least so that if you get the city in question surrounded but don't manage to take it, that it would run out of supplies quickly so that you could take it a couple of turns late and carry on playing the scenario as part of the tutorial. But no. You think the old flame tank division would help with clearing this town now that I've assigned it to a unit that's on the front line? The Germans are not making any attacks, they're just sitting there.
Okay, some more units have turned up. $240 freight. So these units are still appear to be fully supplied. Combat preparation is the how ready a unit is to fight, and you can actually see all these units here are not at all ready to fight. Let's assign them some tanks. Where I can. Okay. Ground support and recon. Okay, well, my attack value has gone up, but their value has not really changed at all. Oh, boys. Maybe they'll run out of ammo. The Soviet prayer. Maybe they'll run out of ammo. You're not even supposed to do anything special to win this mission. This is the funniest part of it all for me. Is that this is just supposed to be a small tutorial to just show you how to surround and capture and take towns. Not that there's anything in the game to assist you in that. You actually have to have the manual open and go through the steps in the manual. And now here I am actually going through the steps in the manual does not produce the results that that the manual says that they'll produce. And I thought, oh well, I'll just, you know, if I'm a turn late, whatever, not a big deal. I'll just surround the town and take it on the next turn and then carry on. Nope. This position is so strong that unless it goes exactly right and you get a bit of reasonable RNG, you're actually not going to take this position. If you're going to have a massively complicated game, good tutorials are just absolutely essential. To be honest, I am not certain what this game is doing that Decisive Campaigns doesn't do in a much cleaner way as well. I mean, I know that there's a ton of detail in the game, but I'm not really sure how that detail adds to the gameplay, having played this so far. Okay. This HQ has got like 15,000 men in it. And this one's 16,000. It makes me wonder how we get those men to the front line and actually into these units. It's receiving supplies, but why is it not receiving replacements? This started with like about 6,000 men, if I remember correctly. So I get the feeling that there is some essential item of reinforcing that's missing. It was captured on July 41. And then again, Jan 17th, 1943. Historically.
Set unit status to static. How does that help? Does it help? Really, in an ideal world, what I'd want to do is strategic bomb the city. But anyway. Okay, so my CV is actually now terrible. These guys are completely isolated. This reminds me of Shadow Empire, in that completely surrounded, cut-off units belonging to the AI can just survive forever if they're in a city. And it reaches a point of comedy, like in Shadow Empire you can have like 3,000 guys defending a city, being surrounded from every direction by about 50,000 guys, and they'll hold. They could be outnumbered like 10 to 1, and they won't just hold, they'll slaughter. Pretty sure that your HQ is not supposed to be on the front line. It has a lot of strength though. Can send freight. Let's not fiddle with things that we don't understand.
Okay, wow, that's nice. Doesn't help me. Okay, so the combat capabilities of all these units are just smashed and they're not recovering. Wow, they got solid defenses there too. These units can move, but not forward. Probably because there's too much weight in the tiles. But that's not obvious either. Okay. Well, let's work on their ammo. Okay, the bombing is going on. And the enemy held. I don't know if they're air freighting them or something. The freight is like 69, now 68. It's not falling rapidly like it was before. Okay, I'm nearly done here because I mean there's only 2 turns left, so this has not worked out. I've followed the tutorial instructions and found them wanting. I guess it's back to the manual. It's so funny to me because a lot of World War II games become this. They become World War I. They just become your line and their line, and the lines barely move. And you know, you have defenders in entrenched positions that just hold on forever. Like really reminiscent of World War I. Strategic command and to some extent also decisive campaigns have the same issue of units of the game bogging down into World War I.
Under strength units, 9. Okay, but how do I strengthen them? Unready too. How do you re-strengthen units that have lost strength? Although according to this, I've only lost. Oh no, I've lost 15,000 men, and they've lost 5,000. Which is not unreasonable exchanges for Russians versus Germans in this era. There's nothing here about reinforcing it. Unless changing the unit status. Is what you want to do. But do you really want to do that on the front line? If I put these into refit mode, plus 49 trucks, 1 AP. Of course, if refit really damages their defensive values, now would be the ideal time for the enemy to just attack them. So once you make a unit static, is that it? Is it just donezo? I'm just ending turns quickly just to see what happens. It's now Jan 19th, which is past the date that the town was taken historically. Let's see if the AI just attacks now. Or all they have to do is hold, right? And they win. So they might be content to the AI might be content to just sit there. It's interesting how all the units move backwards and then move forwards. That makes me wonder what's going on. Like, do you have to move a unit off the front line, then reinforce it, then move it back? Is that what the AI is doing? Does it have a weird mechanic like strategic command where you truffle shuffle units back and forth constantly to reinforce them? A really weird, ahistorical, gamey kind of way that you behave. As the recon group is slowly running out of planes. Okay, it looks like they've reinforced. Maybe. Then again, maybe not. Nothing has really changed. This doesn't seem to do anything for me. I think it's back to the manual. Which units cannot attack? It's not the red ones, is it? Man, it's so funny, like... So some of these units can attack and some can't. Probably based on their health status. But this incredibly important information is not in any way easily displayed here. If I want to attack this hex, why can I not just get a screen that shows all of the units that are available to potentially attack? Instead, I gotta work it out. Okay, the answer is one of these units, probably the one that was static at the start of the turn, cannot attack. All of these can attack.
Yeah, accept that. So now, some other units can still attack, but this one cannot. Like, not all the ones I had before. Okay, now it seems to actually be showing me the ones that could attack. Except the one that was readied. Alright, whatever. That's it for now. I'm not impressed. I'm really not impressed. It's, for a tutorial mission, it's pretty ridiculous that, you can follow the tutorial instructions precisely and still lose horribly. And it's just deliberately obtuse. It's just really, you know, it's just terrible interface. That's and lack of simple, clear instructions. I wonder if you guys just wanted me to play this game because you just wanted me to have the same experience. But a few people have messaged me and said that this is their favorite game ever. But I don't want to do a degree in a game and learn the horrors of working your way around its UI to play it, you know, to play it at a level where you could beat the tutorial. I mean, what is with a game where you actually pull out the manual, pull out the tutorial instructions, follow them precisely, and still not win? That's terrible. Anyway, that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time.